JBN, we keep you informed. Jailbreak in Maypen, 3 men on the run. There's been a jailbreak in Maypen, Clarendon, and the 3 prisoners are reportedly on the run from police authorities. Initial reports are that about 5 a.m. Thursday, the cells at the Maypen police station were opened for inmates to have their bath. It was discovered shortly thereafter that 5 inmates had escaped custody, 2 of which were captured within 30 minutes. The 3 inmates who remain on the run are Colin Bailey, charged for rape; Javelani Dyer, charged for illegal possession of firearm and burglary; and Agacious Robinson, charged for burglary. The Corporate Communication Unit, the information arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, confirmed the jailbreak. We can confirm that 3 prisoners are now on the run. The investigation is still ongoing, but preliminary information is that they escaped through some bars, an officer at the CCU said. Cocaine found in cheese containers at NMIA. Police officers at the Norman Manley International Airport, NMIA, on Tuesday discovered a quantity of cocaine hidden in cheese containers. According to the police, about 2:43 p.m., lawmen were conducting routine checks when they found 6 boxes of Easter buns wrapped in transparent bags and 3 plastic containers of cheese. The police said upon inspection it was discovered that the cheese containers were filled with cocaine. The items were destined to go on a flight heading to the United States of America. The weight of the illicit drug has not yet been ascertained, the police said. No one was arrested in relation to this seizure. 16-year-old girl charged for alleged part in robbery and dramatic shooting. The police have charged a 16-year-old girl following investigations after she and a man reportedly held up a 52-year-old taxi operator at gunpoint and robbed him of money and other items in late March. The teenager was, however, allegedly stopped in her tracks when soldiers and the police at a security checkpoint came in contact with the vehicle in which she was traveling with the armed man and the taxi operator. Reports are that a man traveling with the teen engaged the security team at the checkpoint in a shootout. 2 members of the security team were injured in the exchange. The 2 incidents, which allegedly involved the teenager, occurred along Spanish Town Road, in the vicinity of the 3 Miles Overpass Bridge, and at the Joint Police Military Checkpoint at the Spanish Town Road and Coal Lane T-Junction in the Kingston 13 area. The police said the female, along with 2 males, boarded a Toyota Wish motor car that was being driven by a 52-year-old taxi operator. Reports are that the taxi operator was proceeding northwestward along Spanish Town Road in the direction of Red Stripe when the now accused female, who was seated on the front passenger seat, requested a stop. The driver stopped the motor vehicle, and the now accused female exited the motor car and allegedly immediately told the complainant that it was the wrong place she was getting off and wanted to go to Chisholm Avenue. The cab driver told the now accused female that he had to first drop off the other passengers in Seaview Gardens before he could take her to Chisholm Avenue, and she agreed and re-entered the vehicle. The complainant subsequently let off one of the men in Seaview Gardens, but one remained with the female teen. They were heading towards the 3 Miles area when, upon reaching the vicinity of the 3 Miles Bridge, the male passenger was on the back seat, brandished a gun, and pointed it at the driver and demanded his properties while ordering him to drive to downtown Kingston. The now accused female passenger then began to rob the complainant of an undetermined sum of cash, an Alcatel cell phone valued at $7,000, and his wallet with his documents. The cab driver, amid the experience, proceeded along Spanish Town Road until he reached a security checkpoint along the way, where, in a bid to get assistance from the law enforcers there, he jumped out of the car and ran towards the security personnel while shouting, "Gunman in the car!" The now accused female then reportedly exited the motor car and ran to the checkpoint, while the male passenger alighted from the unit and opened fire at the security forces, who took evasive action and returned the fire at the gunman. A soldier and a policeman at the checkpoint were each hit in their left thigh, and the gunman managed to escape, but the teen was held. The injured law enforcers were rushed to the hospital, where they were treated and released. It is not known if the gunman was injured in the exchange. A security force vehicle at the checkpoint was also damaged in the process. The stolen phone, another black cell phone, and a wallet were retrieved from the taxi. The now accused female was taken into custody and eventually charged, following a question and answer interview and a statement from the complainant. 2 charged in connection with Clarendon shopkeeper's murder. The Chapelton police have charged a man and a woman in relation to the February 28 murder of a shopkeeper in Dawkins Land, Colonel's Ridge in Clarendon. Charged with murder is 22-year-old Jamar Francis, a laborer of 4 parts in the parish, while 22-year-old Tasha Smith, a bartender of Dawkins Land, also in Clarendon, has been charged with conspiracy to murder. Reports from the Chapelton police are that about 7 a.m. residents found the body of 66-year-old shopkeeper Amos Adams with chop wounds on a road near his home. Francis and Smith were implicated in the investigation that followed and were arrested. They were subsequently charged following an interview in the presence of their attorneys. Senton man charged after pointing gun at police. A man who was shot and injured after allegedly pointing a gun at the police at his home in Jeffreytown, Gale in St. Mary, has been charged. He is 55-year-old David Williams, a farmer of coffee in the parish, who is charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition and assault at common law. The police report that about 11:15 p.m. on Friday, April 24, a team was responding to reports of a disturbance at Williams's home. He allegedly pulled a firearm from his waistband, pointed it at the police team, and was subsequently shot. A 9mm pistol and 5 9mm rounds of ammunition were seized in the incident. He was admitted to hospital under police guard and was later charged. His court date is being finalized. Jamaican farm workers quarantined with COVID-19 in Ontario. About 17 Jamaicans employed to the Green Hill farm in Ontario, Canada, have returned positive results for COVID-19, the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, MLSS, has confirmed. The workers were among those who returned to Canada in January under the North American Farm Work Program, which also includes the United States. The Labour Ministry confirmed late yesterday that they were among other overseas farm workers, mainly from Guatemala and Mexico, who were tested at the farm after cases of the coronavirus were detected among the crews. The MLSS says that the Jamaican Liaison Service in Ontario has been working with the owners of the farm as well as the local health authorities to monitor the workers who have been quarantined since the exposure. The employers have agreed that they will continue to pay them for 40 hours per week and provide food, shelter, and medication while they are quarantined. The MLSS says that it has been acting through its liaison services in Canada and in Washington to look after the interests of the Jamaicans in both Canada and the United States. Close to 6,000 farm workers from Jamaica, about half of whom were recalled by their farms, have traveled to North America since January. However, this is much less than the 14,000 to 15,000 who normally travel to the continent each year to participate in the program. Permanent Secretary in the MLSS, Colette Roberts-Risden, told a meeting of Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriation Committee, PAAC, yesterday that no new recruits are being sent to join the program since January, as only farmers who have been on the program prior to now are being recalled. 5 healthcare workers among Jamaica's 396 positive cases. The Health Ministry is reporting that 5 healthcare workers are among the 396 confirmed coronavirus cases in Jamaica. At a virtual press conference on Wednesday, Permanent Secretary in the Health Ministry, Dunstan Bryan, reported that all 5 are employed to hospitals and health facilities. 7 employees of the Ministry of Health and Wellness have also tested positive. In the meantime, Bryan said that more than 300 samples have been taken from Health Ministry workers and the results are now being made available. I am hoping to have those numbers available by tomorrow so that we will be able to have an exact number of the persons in the Ministry of Health and Wellness that have been impacted, he said. According to Bryan, of the 7 ministry staff tested positive, 3 are in hospital and are improving, while the others are in isolation and are doing well. Man fined $100,000 for breaching COVID-19 curfew. The Manchester Parish Court has ruled in favor of the state in the case of a man who disobeyed police instructions to return home after he was found in a public place outside the hours of the nightly COVID-19 curfew. According to the police, the man identified as Ainsley Young was fined $100,000 or 3 months imprisonment for breaching the curfew order. He was also fined a total of $15,000 for various traffic breaches. The police said the charges were laid against Young following an incident about 10 p.m. on Thursday, April 9, when he was observed driving along the Richmond Main Road in Georges Valley, Manchester, in an Honda motor car. He was reportedly stopped and instructed to return home. However, he refused and sped off. He was later intercepted and charged with breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act, under which the curfew orders were imposed. In addition, when checks were made, it was revealed that the documents of the motor vehicle expired in 2013, reported the police. Young was additionally charged with unlicensed motor vehicle, disobeying the police, no insurance coverage, and fraudulent use of licensed disc. JBN. We keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.